now. Militia.
Yeah. It's a great caster in Neo, so that's fine. No, you're not lagging here, so
okay.
It doesn't look good in game.
The new militia time. Also for scouting, you can scout.
That is actually true, and also for now you're lagging again. Yeah. Well,
okay,
just
now
for
it
a second.
Now it should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, for like gold pulling and stuff like that, it might actually be good. He's just doing the for scout farming though, which is interesting.
Huh.
And maybe it's just this feels like Leon is just testing to like see how it actually works. So if this was 45 seconds, I think killing the AoEW like is a lot easier then, because then the militia would be here.
Yep.
And still be in militia form.
Yeah.
It's a bit more difficult to drag pull the creeps when you have peasant and militia, of course. So
that is something that 2 seconds where 2 seconds can make a difference. I really like that we see the militia usage immediately. We will also see the Warden, and since we see her today for the first time, Warden got changed. Blink has a lower cooldown on level 2 and 3, and Fan of Knives has I want to say a new damage cap, but I leave it to you to explain it to the people how Fan of Knives works now and why that's so much better.
Well, I think most people, when because we speak about Warden having a unit cap, and technically it does, but it's not calculated in the way that it basically, like in the editor, it says you have X amount of units hit. It's controlled by the max damage of the spell. So level 1 Fan of Knives does 75 damage. So it only can hit 5 and 4 targets, sorry. Now, and you used to only be able to hit 4 targets because you couldn't do more than 75 times 4 damage, basically. So now, with the current iteration, there's damage per target is the same, but the values doesn't quite add up. So you hit, I think you hit like 6.4 targets per spell. So it's like quite a substantial increase.
How would you hit 6.4 targets?
Well, this has been the topic of raging discussion today. Some people have said that it just calculates up to 7 targets. But other people say that they have tested it now actually hits like 6 targets for full, and then a 4th target for less than full damage. 7th target for less than full damage.
So what is it?
Loliat said the latter, and I kind of, it's Loliat, our boy. Can we ever like disagree with Loliat?
I mean, if it's a discussion about a Warden, probably not.
Feels like he probably tested it correctly, so I would think it's the latter. But I mean, it's still a substantial damage increase then, because it's it used to, especially if you can hit all targets, of course. If you can only hit one target, it doesn't do anything different. But the fact that you now hit more than you hit 2.4 more targets at level 1, and 1.4 more targets on level 2 and 3. So it's a pretty big buff, like damage-wise, for army fights and also for harassing peasants, right? Because it will hit more of the peasants usually.
Yeah, and Dise is taking... Oh, block. Nice. Dise is taking an approach similar to how he exploited the strength of a demon hunter in the last patch. Just run into the human base and try to use the new spell. But Leon plays nicely around it. Not too many losses. 1 peasant, that's fine. And Leon himself, no expos. Straight up tech. We see a blacksmith. More rifles and maybe a pally.
Yeah, I think this will be a 1-base push probably. I think going into 2-base play against Warden now is even scarier than it used to be, because the harassment potential now is increased substantially, and also of course the fighting strength when you can hit more targets. On Twisted, I guess the meta was that a human used to go expo into knights and tanks, maybe, especially like anyways it usually go into a tier 3 composition. So maybe then there wasn't that many targets. I'm not sure that the change matters that much in those fights, but of course it matters to harass peasants. It's kind of hard to know actually where that change ends up, because human might buy shredder, so it still maybe only hit 5 targets, and there's no more damage for the peasants in of itself, so maybe it doesn't change that much. I think it's a bit hard to tell in the human Night Elf. I think it matters a lot in Undead Night Elf though, where you hit more Gargs.
Ooh, level 3 to the rescue. Nice little block close by Leon there.
Good item for Dise as well. I mean, not the best for Warden, but bonus agility never hurts. More damage.
This is a wild...
Hunter Soul cancelled, so this is looking extremely rough for Dise, I think, to hold, because he doesn't have access to Mercs, and he doesn't have Bears going up anytime soon. He has to solely rely on Warden, more or less,
Yeah.
to carry him.
And we do see the Paladin coming in. We've seen this prior to this PTR by Starbuck with the Pally second and rifles in multiple matchups. And now we see it here even stronger.
Yeah, I think in general the one base push against Warden with the patch changes we saw even back like in 132.10 but also 135 I think this push is extremely tough to stop with Warden in general. And I think that's why you see Dise going for second hero here with the Naga. He needs to slow this down like in any way possible. So he sacrifices leveling with the Warden just to be able to do some counter damage here and keep him in his base.
Yeah, not leveling the Warden is usually not what you do or wanna do. How many targets do we have here? 5, I guess? Didn't do that
I think
much?
it's a bit greedy of Leon to not build a shop, by the way. And no arcane. Like,
True.
both those things feel super greedy. A very human play.
In the
Because now
meantime,
he killed 2 rifles, but I guess the Narc is having fun in the Night Elf base.
yeah, there's no lore. At least I can't find them. Archmage has the TP. Naga is still there though. Not going for a kill.
Priest and Pal, I think it will be fine.
Yeah,
So
I think so too.
don't move your Archmage too far in front, Mr. Leo, please. Give him give him 1 round of heals first.
Player's forces are under attack.
I mean, this game still looks very good for Leon because the push got delayed, but it also, I mean, nothing has happened on the Nidal front, so it doesn't matter that the push is delayed for a few minutes because the Nidal hasn't teched more, or have more units at this time.
No dryads, no bears. I mean, tech is progressing, so that's something. But so far, Leon in a solid spot if the both of them go for a creeping game now.
Extremely good item for Leon, by the way.
Oh, a flute on top of that. Yo, that's sick. Triple aura in a bit.
Yep. He go... Yeah, okay, yeah. I wonder, like, what he... No, because, of course, it's Phantom Nice. Even with Divine Aura, maybe you go Divine Shield if you're really far ahead, just to secure that you don't get the pallet killed. But yeah,
Is that your nickname for the Devotion Aura now? That it's a Divine Aura and nothing can die anymore?
Yeah, a bit of a Freudian slip there, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. You humans, man, you're never satisfied. They buff Devotion.
I did get Haster accused me of getting some special enjoyment of the buff yesterday in DMs, so maybe there's something to that.
You tell Haster.
Leon forgot the Rings of Protection. Chat, your thing. I feel like this is the most criticized move any pro player does for getting items or tomes.
Yeah, that will always decide the games. Not positioning, creep routes, micro, macro, etc.
It would be a +6 it would be a 9 armor paladin at level 2 though with the ring, so it is actually would be nice to have. It's also super bad for Dise to get the AoE's cash out here, because now they're not going to do anything in the base protection.
Yeah, both of them probably. Warden also on the opposite side. It looks like he's waiting for militia to intercept them, but no favor in that regard by Leon.
Also, I mean, very standard play, but also smart by Leon to block his base while going out to actually do the push. So if the Warden wants to commit to do damage, he has to blink into the base, use a bit more mana. So running in. So that's good. When you know you're going out to the map to basically push or die, it's good to keep your opponent away from your base as much as possible.
Yeah, that works fine for now. It's also time for Leon to queue some upgrades. +1 is coming on top of the True Shot Aura, and Dise. He has Master Bears, he has the big mana potion, solid damage on the Warden in general.
Yeah, this maybe it's not hopeless, I think, but he also has a scroll and he has slow. And that Naga might be dead if he doesn't have staff, and he doesn't.
Does?
Oh, TP. He didn't get both sorcerers. He almost got both Sorks, and that would be a huge kill. But since he still has 1 Sork left, he basically can more or less slow what he needs to slow, basically.
Yeah.
One.
Probably the Warden and Bears prime targets.
It's also daytime for quite a lot more, so no more moon juice. Big mana potion on Dise. So this might be holdable. I think if Leon somehow had got level 3 Pala, this game would be very, like, completely impossible to win for Dise, but... How did Dise spend all his mana that fast? He blinked and staffed or something?
I guess
Just,
so.
Looked like he drained a lot of mana fast. Pala is a bit low, but he also has Invoke.
Is a Pally in trouble with the potion? That's quite substantial damage from the Warden here.
Yeah, he does have Invoke though. So
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Okay, and all of a sudden this entire army is about to die.
Yeah. I mean, we do see that they increased the AoE for the Warden, right? So
Yeah.
you hit more targets, so everything gets hit.
Yeah.
That makes the Pala push a bit weaker since you only heal one unit at a time.
Oof.
Yeah, that turned around fast.
What the hell is
I think
going
Leon
on?
was a bit too slow in the push timing there. Like he had like timing there where I think Dise could not do anything, but then he just gave him enough time. That's always like the feeling you get when you fail with the tier 2 push. It's that like you missed it by 25 seconds can be enough.
Yeah. Game is
I also
up.
wonder when he ran back, right, to try to kite. Maybe if he ran into the shop and got one more heal scroll, could be enough to turn the game around as well.
Game
The
is up.
mana, the Warden was out of mana at the end there.
Game is up. Same
Let's see.
game name. Before you miss that one, don't want to miss you. That you have to miss out. Yeah, Warden
was
Fan of Knives looks good.
Now we can
What?
I tried to remember the game name. I did now.
All right. Second map coming up. That is semi-final territory then. We have a donation though. Thank you, Turik995. 10 euros, dude. Thank you. I've been watching streams for 7 years and this is the first time I'm donating to someone. Thanks for the great work. Thank you for appreciating what we do. That's very, very lovely of you. Heiner Müller, 29 month. Ayaya. Yo, that was definitely an ayaya move there. Kein Plan 51. I can't see these ads no more. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Not so great for Leon, the outcome of game 1, but hopefully we get a revenge kill now. We are on Tide Hunters. I still want to see that damn
hero.
pickaxe. Oh, do we?
True.
Oh, yeah.
Beastmaster? Panda? One of those two would be my immediate suspicion. I probably good question actually. I mean both are good. Panda is probably better than most people think, but it's also weak as Warden is to one base pushes. Same as Beastmaster. So Dise is kind of gambling, I think, on Leon. And even if he goes one base push, he probably feels like he's good enough or strong enough to hold it. And it's not going to be one base push either because it's MK first from Leon.
Interesting. Okay, a lot of people predicted that this is also going to be a super strong thing in the new patch, Mountain King, and then probably followed up again with rifles and later a Pally. Good to see different styles.
Absolutely, and lagging again.
Yeah, it's always the server. I'll reconnect and then
it's fine.
It should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, you already saw a lot more MK first against Night Elf.
Yeah.
You get like this weird early game and general game against Demon Hunter where you can like either just get like a good stomp, stomp bolt and then do bash and you, like the Night Elf to no damage, and the game just feels like a great time, and you can get mana burn at the exact wrong time and the game feels horrible. It's very one way or the other usually. But then in the neutral hero case, it's a bit interesting. I always personally found MK going into Beastmaster a bit difficult, just because there's like so much stuff on the ground. Well, Firelord first.
What?
That's just having fun, I think.
What? But
He's going. Well, usually the Firelord style with the Night Elf, like it used to be a hot strategy. It's like extremely fast expo. So this is very different. I mean, actually, Firelord is a good counter pick in the early game against MK. If he gets level 2 and gets Soulburn.
huh.
I
But I
don't.
heard-
Maybe that's what he was thinking, or like maybe like it's obviously to have a bit of fun. I think. I don't think there's like any more deeper meaning in that, but it's also. But yeah, I mean, this looks horrible.
it does. Just
It's kind of
hammering
hard to say
away.
anything else.
What the hell? What caused this? Overconfidence?
Also, I wonder what the idea here was, because he went to the small green. It felt like he really wanted to go and harass the expo attempt, right?
Yeah.
So,
But
so I guess he wasn't expecting, but you do go footman scout on Tidehunters more or less forever. So, like, you would be a bit more careful when you plant the expo and you see it's your tavern hero, because you can get like a pretty nasty creep jack timing if you go directly to expo. So yeah, it felt like a bit of a weird play. Even going Fire Lord is a weird play in of itself. It felt even beyond without that being said, it was a weird decision.
time to do some damage now. Last bit of mana was used. Militia
Razor
time.
Moon in chat, he can explain.
Yeah, Resimon tried that as well in a weekly cup not too long ago and was also eliminated. I'm not too sure against whom that was again. Sorry for the spikes, by the way. Bad German internet connection to that server, probably. But yeah, this looks stopped.
It does. It looks pretty horrible. Actually, getting level 2 there is both helpful and unhelpful at the same time for Dise in a way. Yeah, because he can get bashed and then he has to revive a level 2 hero. What's what I was about to say?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And it's also Incinerate, like not even the counter with Soulburn. Expo coming up for free without any damage. Clown emoji.
Yeah, this is a bit of a clown game for sure. Clown Fiesta. This is like, this should be unlosable for Leon, but this is also the situations where you know it should be unlosable. And being well aware of that can be a bit scary. Because you can suddenly like be again to play a bit sloppily, and then when if you do that, for me at least, I think this works pretty much for all players. That if you do like, you're far ahead, and if you start like feeling the game going back into like the other players or equality, it feels like very bad for you.
Ooh, do we get a new another bash, another kill?
Oh yeah, I mean.
Oh, no bash this time though.
But he can still just chase him down, I guess. Yeah.
Bash. Block. Ah!
He has mana for bolts, so he needs to TP. Yep.
Okay, dodges it now. Thank you,
Bit
Kack.
late
I'm
take
off
for
this up.
Leon, but no problem, I would say. The scaling is just so much better for him. If
Yeah.
Leon's scouting at some point there, there's no world where Dise is able to secure this expo.
Forces are under attack.
He would need like a lot of dryads before he can even try to take it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any time to get an expo up himself. I think there's also no time to push this expo down, and Leon can do whatever he wants.
Yes, he needs to go Griffins and Pala for the memes. If you. But I do feel like Leon is probably one of the players I would immediately think struggles most with like going very off script meta. I think he really likes to play like standard. He's a student of like perfecting standard play, not going full.
Yeah, I think he has fun every now and then, but not really in a tournament.
He has fun like German fun.
German
Builds
fun, yeah,
4
for
footmen
sure.
instead of 5 footmen in his opening.
Oh, I think I got the good routing now. Yep, lags over. Nice. Just took 3 attempts.
That's such a weird thing that you actually have to like get routing within champions.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it gets the good routing and sometimes it doesn't. I think it has to do with my ISP not willing to pay like premium routing to the server we're on, or the region where the server is located. So yeah, there's nothing we can do really.
Sad. You know where routing is an issue, is on lands.
Correct, there's one soon.
Ooh.
But then you have the issue of the Warcraft 3 LAN just artificially adding 60 to 80 MS.
True.
Yeah. Great.
It's the patented Blizzard experience trademark. It just works, Neo.
Does it though? I was in Anaheim. Does it work?
It used to. Yeah, I mean, I would say I would expect Leon to go double racks there, because MK first usually is very good with like a double racks timing push.
And you're absolutely right. Double Rex, double Sanctum, healing there as well.
What suck? I mean, this game is so far ahead. He should do it anyways. But suck and 40 when they play MK first. I noticed that they almost always go for like a 50 to 60 food, like very early timing 2 push. Way before like we're probably used to with the 70 food, more like when you have everything set up. They just move with the first 2-3 rifles. And with Bash, they can like chase down dryads and stuff, so it's very powerful. Okay. Or a Fire Lord.
Yeah, it's a little counterintuitive, because for decades we always saw the strong Mountain Kings on super late games. Like, the later the game becomes, the more powerful the Mountain King is, and then now you kind of decide to go for early push, but they make it work.
When I see the Basher is doing quite good, Neo, maybe there should be an item that gives that ability to all heroes 1 minute into the game.
Exactly.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, it would be great if all heroes had that. We might have to mention
range.
Of course. We might have to mention that Bash is also buffed. Not the stun duration, not the percentage, but the extra damage that goes on top of Bash on level 2 and 3.
Yeah, so now it does more damage as well, so it's more powerful. I actually think a lot of players, even pretty good players, sometimes forget that Bash has like a built-in bonus damage.
Dude, I didn't know that for 15 years.
Yes, because like it's that you kind of just feel like the hero takes more damage because he gets stunned.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean with 70 it will be significant, but I do think Seiso has a good point that you very rarely will see level 3 Bash, of course. But in the rare cases it will be substantial.
Yeah, it's like a level 1 coil against heroes with every Bash.
Yep.
Just on top for free.
And Leon is doing exactly what I said. They're like their 50 food basically. Rifle priest push.
He owns this place now. That's his gold mine. Nice control with the Sorks. Love the shop for clarities, because Archmage is only level 1, of course.
Bears are still pretty far away. Tech is started, but yeah.
Kevin says, Dise is about to type GG, well played. You got me this time, mate. Deserved win.
That's fair.
I guess that's what happens, yeah.
I don't, I gotta say that I don't see Kevin write that every time either, so...
Oh! You know, every Friday I wonder...
Fired.
I wonder why is Kevin so active in chat, but not active in the tournament itself?
That's true.
That's my question. But I don't even know if he's the same Kevin anymore, since he renamed from Kevin Warcraft 3 to Kevin on Discord.
Yeah, he's already branching out. I feel like that's... I worry about that.
Yeah, me too.
What's he preparing for?
I mean, we can't know because he didn't... he didn't add anything yet, so it's just up for us to guess. Rifle damage is pretty good, even with 0-0, and Dise sees it as well. Weird game, clowny game. Not a successful game for Dise, but gives us game 3, and I like that.
We had, I guess, the one first Dise Leon game, but all games have ended up in very underwhelming pushes at the end, where the game like has been pretty decided by that point. I guess the Warden play was the one where it could have gone both ways, but I also think like at that point Leon struggled because of the Warden had got level 4 and had bears.
That was a good showcase for the Warden there. Game is up again, same game name again, with the Dise 1-1. There we have it. And Northern Isles it is. Yeah,
no
I feel like...
pickaxe, Sag.
Is that confirmed that on this map on Warcraft Champions there is no pickaxe?
We haven't seen it in one single map yet, and even like with the drop race, it should have been, I think, visible by now. So yeah, I think it probably is true that it only appears in Echo Isles. So everyone, play Echo Isles. Get them pickaxes.
Lovestruck says he fixed it earlier. Did you only fix it on EI or all maps?
He might not have known that it was only on EI. I'm not sure even anybody knows why it's only on EI.
Maybe he just forgot to add it. So I asked on the Discord. Hopefully we get an answer soon. Lovestruck, thank you very much for making this possible. Because we all know that the PTR of Blizzard with the one server in US West is terrible. And now we got the War 3 Champions conditions, which are great.
More standard game this time, so no Firelord. Dise wants some money this tournament, probably. Doesn't go Firelord 2 times in a row.
That would be quite suicidal. I mean, whoever wins here is up against Happy in the next round, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna follow them. Because of course we want to see Happy on the new patch as much as possible. I heard that Armin killed quite a few units of Happy with Orc, so...
No.
Yeah. Oh, and we got an interesting lineup, Dondo. Warden versus MK.
Oh, Northern Owls as well.
Yeah.
I mean... Yeah, like a map where people would say, I think a year ago, that going Warden or MK first Northern Owls is completely insane in this matchup. It's a bit interesting. I actually struggle a bit with the Warden on Northern Owls. If I go Archmage, they get level 2 from that creep camp license taking, and they get mana, so they can just keep shadow striking forever. But the MK is not going to have that issue, of course, with Bolt.
Yeah. That is all true. Couple more subs here. Thank you, Kackeimer. Thank you, Quiz2K. Thank you, Muku80. Much love for the support, everybody. And a lot of people in chat confirm that it's everywhere. Leon apparently had it on Hammerfall 3 times, actually. So
nice.
a lot of people are confirming that it drops on other maps as well. Maybe we, in our observations, were just unlucky.
Caster cursing,
Cast
basically.
the cursing.
Well, I did that. Well, also the text was forward. Sad. Drops from that camp, right?
What is that, Cam? What, the pickaxe?
Leon takes?
No,
Or
no,
does
no,
it
no.
drop from the gold mine.
From the
I guess?
natural, yeah.
Okay.
The green
Oh,
camp.
that would be so sweet, right? You fight with a Demon Hunter over the Ogre Magi.
Oh, it would be lovely.
You get the experience because he mistimes his mana burn, and then you pick up the pickaxe, bash, dead.
That would
I think that would be
hila-
like a throw your PC out of the room moment for the other player, though.
Yeah, I would find it funny once,
Yeah.
and then I'd probably get a heart attack because I realized that this is gonna be competitive Warcraft from there on out. So, will we see the first mining pick on Back to Warcraft streams? It's this camp, Dono.
Do it. No talisman.
Oh.
Yeah,
Maybe you can dodge some pickaxe shots later.
true. Not a very good item, I would say, for Dise in general. Invul is okay. Still want consumables, I guess, more than you want invuls. So it gives you a bit more time, but it doesn't stop you from having to go back home and heal up and stuff. Rusty mining pick.
He got it!
You got
He
it!
did
Oh, you
you?
got it on the MK with Bash. Oh, does it? No, it doesn't stack with Bash, right?
It does.
Maybe it does.
It does.
It does. Oh, yeah,
That's
that's true.
Absolutely
So-
insane. So
Neo now has Leon has 35% Bash chance, level 1.
on level 1, that is insane. Every third hit. I think the way it works is the duration doesn't stack, the damage doesn't stack, but the percentage stacks. So yeah,
Okay.
world exclusive, or world debut, a premiere, Bash stack
mean,
on a Warcraft hero on our
This is an
streams.
MK without boots, and a Warden with boots, but you really see the speed difference.
Yeah,
Like
is
how
that
slow the MK is, like trudging around.
A player's forces are
level 3 here? Lucky that there was no Bash
Oof.
immediately.
And also see
Ooh.
it hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for full damage, right? That's it.
Yeah.
town is under siege.
I mean, we knew
So-
that it hit 6, right? 7 is the question.
Yeah, it hits more than. Yeah, we knew that it hit 6 with the new one, but it didn't on level 2 before, right?
Correct. Yeah, absolutely
So-
correct.
It is a change. 1, 2, 3. They hit everything there. So, but I don't think it did full damage and everything. So I think it kind of looks like the light was correct. I mean, yeah, intuitively it looks very powerful. This new Final Nice.
Bash. Ooh, one more bash and it would have been dead. Yo, this is pretty brutal, this early game, on both sides. Echo,
Yeah.
wrecked, Footman, hurt, Warden, hurt, and can't heal up. That's a showcase for the new patch.
True. And the rusty pickaxe. I think Neo, I keep saying Leon, this is Neo.
Because we're both
he-
so beautiful.
I think in that Footman harass he did to try to go to his main was probably not a good idea to begin with. He should have just tried to crap and get level 3. He's pretty lucky that Dise actually doesn't run in again. Dise can't know that, but if he just ran in again, even with MK, because MK didn't have mana, he would just kill everything.
Yeah, he was probably just waiting for level 4 for that sweet new blink.
True. But now Leon, Jesus, I gotta get this thing over. Now he gets seal off and he gets level 3 MK. And that's just like, look at the timing here. As I said, like if Dise was just a tiny bit earlier over, this would be so difficult for Leon to deal with. But now it's okay, actually, I think. He needs to move his Footman away, but...
Pretty lucky that this Mountain King... Oh, bash. That this Mountain King has no boots, man. This would be the downfall.
Yeah. No expo for Dise so far, so it's going to go beer bust. Or at least try to do a lot of damage.
Leon's tech at 50%. Expo running now without Fan of Knives. No real threat to this Expo anymore. And this is the Mountain King with boots, and now things get scary.
Yep. I think Dise will have a very good timing here, though. But, yeah. Because this is going to be bears against Footman. And nothing else, more or less. By the time the push hits. Maybe Leon has to go like full tower defense here. Just tower up.
So far,
Wouldn't be surprised if he goes. He might go main mass towers into tier 3 or something, just to like try to, because it's very hard to get into the tier 2 comp if you have bears already at your base and you don't have arcanes up.
That is indeed a bit problematic. You know, I don't know if someone tested it yet, but does the mining pick bash Ancients of War? Someone...
No, I mean, intuitively I don't think it should, but somebody needs to test it, of course. Okay, Dise didn't go Blink.
Ooh.
Or did he retrain? No, he didn't retrain from Final Night, so it doesn't have Blink.
Oh. Will we see the power of the pick? No. Nope, nope, nope.
I think Leon might not have seen that it used or forgot that he used Shadow Strike on the creep here. Because otherwise I think he would be chasing even more aggressively than he did. But now it's difficult, of course, with Reju.
Yeah. And no dispel. Ouch.
Indeed.
Pelly second. You said it's gonna be bears versus Footman, but I don't see that many Footmen anymore.
No. But it does go Dragonhawks.
Ooh.
I actually don't think, like, it's given the situation, it's a pretty good choice, I think. Because he doesn't have time to get a proper tier 2 army here to defend the bears. But, like, even if he gets 4 more Dragonhawks than Dryads, he can kill a Dryads. Maybe he can just keep the Warden control with the MK and with the tower. But it feels like this timing here, he has 1 Arcane Tower and 1 MK.
Yeah. But he has the mining
Dryads,
pick.
bears, and a level soon to be level 5 Warden with an anti-magic potion. If he survives this, I'm gonna give him a full round of applause.
Oh, you will be so thankful for that. Okay, let's see if there's 2 human heroes able to hold a level 5 Warden and the bears. Tough, really tough. GNL bear getting bashed,
yeah,
Warden level 5. Ouch.
Yeah.
Big ouch.
I mean, he did get a bear to almost half HP so far.
It's very good, very nice. Potion keeps the heroes up. Dragonhawks are coming in very, very slowly, but if you guys wanted to see Happy versus Leon, chances are relatively slim now.
I would unfortunately say so, yeah. I think the main problem Leon had in this game was when he left the footmen to try to go harass in the main and only had the MK with the Warden and the peasants.
Yeah.
Because even having the footman there to soak up some of the Phantom Knives damage would be very good for him. And I don't think the footman did much in his main, in Dice's main. I think this is like the eternal conundrum of human players. How much do you just sit back and defend, and how much do you actually move out on the map?
Yeah, 100%.
Very hard to know, I think. It's very easy to, in hindsight, say he should have done that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you can
where
always.
the game, I think, went behind.
You can always do significant damage with footmen, of course, if used well, if you hit the right timings. You can also lose everything, and the door is wide open for the opponent to harass you. Needs some skill to evaluate that correctly, and of course lots and lots and lots of experience. That's what made Infi and TH so good. 40 sock nowadays. But yeah, that expo is broken. GG, well played. Dice in the semi-final versus Happy.
Well done. I think Dice's AoE creep, like his creeping routes, were also very good there. The fact that when he actually had an AoE place to creep the east lab was pretty impressive movement there. So good place by Dice for sure. One troll game aside, I felt like that was very